Hey guys, just a quick one. Come here. I want to talk about something. I always have people who come to me and ask me about sacrificing and wanting to be rich and wanting imali. But there's one thing that you guys don't understand. One, in order for you to be filthy rich, you need to sacrifice something. Have you thought of that? But here's the thing. I'm about to explain it to you. So if you're ready to be rich, you need to be ready to sacrifice, right? By sacrifice, I don't mean like sacrifice something that doesn't mean anything to you. A lot of people tend to think, let's say, for instance, uzoyenza isithwalo. And I'm not laughing because it's funny, but you know, it's a common mistake or a common thing where you have clients who will tell you it's okay. I want to sacrifice this particular person, but it doesn't work like that. For the mere fact that you're telling me that you want to sacrifice this particular person, that means should that person die, you wouldn't feel anything, right? Which would mean it's not really a sacrifice, because when it comes to sacrifices, it must be something that rips you, something that hurts you, something that pulls some form of pain within you, you know, so that you can acquire the things that you need to acquire. So for each amount of money you receive, pain needs to be drawn from you. Difficulty needs to be drawn from you. You need to feel, you've sacrificed this thing or this person or whatever it is for you to get those riches. Also, what people don't understand, in order for you to actually acquire the financial stability in terms of istwalo or in terms of enriching yourself, there are entities that you need to accept into your life. And when I talk about entities, I'm not talking about something that you would be okay in seeing with your eyes, which means these are things that you would need to see in the physical aspect. And you can physically see, physically touch, depending on what exactly you want to sacrifice. People want to be rich, but they seem to forget that there's a price. In life, there's a price for everything. There's nothing for mahal. And you know the saying. There is absolutely nothing that you can get for free, no matter how good it sounds, no matter how awesome you look at it. But trust me, you are going to pay the price to live that amazing life that you want to live. People also need to remember that money is a spirit, which depends on whoever and whatever you pray to. Whether you're praying to a God that you can physically see with the naked eye, or you can physically touch. But at the end of the day, in order for you to acquire that financial stability, there must be an entity that you pray to. And you need to know for a fact that you praying and summoning that person or that God that you believe in, there is a price. If you've noticed throughout this video, I spoke about a price. You may not know, guys, prayer is also a form of spells. You praying to your God is also a form of chanting spells in order to invoke that spirit or that God in order for you to get whatever it is that you want. So one needs to remember that money on its own is a spirit, guys, a powerful spirit. So for instance, if you've invoked an entity that you pray to and that you're willing to sacrifice izinto zakho empilweni yakho in order to make that entity happy, you need to remember one thing. When the money comes, you cannot hoard it, you cannot hold it or keep it to yourself. You need to let the money flow, because once you do that, it will consume you, and once it consumes you, that would become the death of you. So you need to understand, as much as people want to sacrifice or as much as people want to be filthy rich, one, you need to be ready to sacrifice a lot when it comes to impilo yako. You need to be ready to know that the pain and the hurt, the suffering that comes with you obtaining that financial stability will be there. You need to understand that you will invoke a spirit or an entity that you can physically see and touch, and it might not be easy on the eye, but yet it will feed you or give you your wishes, knowing very well it preys on whatever it is that you're willing to sacrifice. In short terms, or in conclusion rather, nothing is for mahala. And when you come and you want to do these things, guys, you cannot dictate as to what it is that you want to sacrifice. You could be sacrificing your family members, and don't think you're going to be saying that aunt or kisama battling. It doesn't work like that. You could be literally going through a whole ritual, and at the same time you are losing one of your dear beloved loved ones and you do not know, only to find out after the ritual that you've lost your dad, your mother, your child, whoever, your husband, or whatever the case might be. Somebody that you would have thought you'd be enjoying all this wealth or all these riches with, only to find out those are the people that you sacrificed. But it doesn't also have to be like a physical person that you are sacrificing for. It can also be, which is there's a part of your life that you're willing to give away. Some people also have issues where you can't use things like deodorant, fragrance for the rest of your life. You do smell. Then again, they would say they're okay with that because at the end of the day, they have finances. Some people will there's a process where there's a chicken and you throw off corn to this chicken, and if it eats, let's say, 3 pieces of corn, you only have 3 years to live your life. And after the 3 years are over, mind you, in the 3 years, you're living absolutely amazing life. Don't get me wrong. You have everything. You are there to, to splurge, to do whatever you want. But after the 3 years, trust me, your soul belongs to the entity that you've invoked, that you've brought into your life, that you have accepted. And therefore, all the things that you would have purchased, yes, might stand in the physical, but after that, things will be destroyed because a part of you is destroyed. Your soul is being taken away. So the whole point of this video is that whenever people come to me and say they want to do 1, 2, 3, I need you to realize that it's actually more than what you think it is. It's not that easy. And also, you need to put a lot of thought in it because, like I say, I always sit down and I speak to people, and we need to call a spade a spade. One, I can't pretend and tell you that life is peaches and everything is hunky-dory when I know that at the end of the day, you're going to feel the end of it. That you're going to feel the burnt, the drama, the hurt, the pain, and whatever the case might be. But then you also have people who actually don't care about those things, guys. There are a lot of people. I know, guys, my hair is messed up, but you know what? I'm so lazy to do anything. It's not even funny. But that's not the whole point. The whole point is I get a lot of messages, and I hope those that needed to hear me heard me. Remember, money is a powerful spirit. Remember, you want wealth, you must be willing to sacrifice a lot. Also, you must be willing to invoke an entity that will consume your life. Thokozani.